So basically, you're kind of the person who oversees this wonderful event that fans come every year to see.
Yes, I have a pleasure of doing it.
And can you tell us kind of what goes into it? Because I know Chef said that basically you're already pretty much starting to plan next year.
We are already starting to plan next year. So it is a year-round process in planning, both from a menu standpoint, a marketplace standpoint, an event standpoint. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 years for a concept that we're talking about to actually come to fruition. Scotland was something that actually happened pretty quickly, but for instance, the cranberry bog took 2 years for us to get that to bring it into the park. So we're already talking about next year what we're going to do.
And I think that's something people don't realize. They think of food, they think of wine, the kiosks, maybe the special events, but you have things like the cranberry bog, you've got merchandise.
Absolutely, and then the Bean to the Bar, so our chocolate experience, that took 2 years to do too. Once we talked about Carolina and started working on the concept and then scoping out that space. I don't know if you remember the festival center before it was there, but it was walled off.
Yes.
So we brought that back to life, and I just love bringing things back into the festival, into the park for us to see.
So really, it's like you're always kind of adding, even though I know you've got limited space, you've got those little nooks and crannies where you can really kind of work a lot of things in.
Well, and it may not be the right time, too. We've always wanted to do the beer on tap, but it wasn't quite ready here in Florida. It wasn't legal yet, but we've heard about it, and we're always curious about that. So it may be no this year, but in a year coming forward, it might be the right time to do it. Or it's not the right menu mix or the right market or whatever, but we like to keep those ideas. They never go away. They go into a folder somewhere for someone in the future.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's kind of a balancing act for you, really.
It is, yeah. And it's not our only festival that we work on. We also work on Flower and Garden.
Yes, and now you're starting to do some food offerings in Flower and Garden. I was very excited. And will that be coming back next year as well?
Definitely will be coming back, and we actually just had a meeting this morning about Flower and Garden, talking about the marketplaces on that. So while that's going on, while Food and Wine is going on, we're already talking about Flower and Garden, because as soon as we finish that, we then have the Thanksgiving holiday, the Christmas holiday, and then we start loading in Flower and Garden.
Yeah, it's like boom, boom, boom with the festivals.
Yes,
and can you talk a little bit about one thing where it used to be kind of a little secret, but I noticed last year not so much anymore, and that is the Festival Center. I think people don't even realize how much actually goes on in that old Wonders of Life Pavilion.
Well, let me give you 3 tips, and then I'll talk a little about the festival. There's 3 things that you really want to get to enjoy the festival. One, you want to visit the Festival Center, which is the old Wonders Pavilion, Wonders of Life Pavilion, over Future World East. The second is you want to get a festival guide. Not the park guide, but the festival guide, which tells you all the happenings. And the third is you want to get a passport, which gives you all the menus for the marketplaces. Those 3 things, and your enjoyment of the festival will grow tremendously. But in the Festival Center, it opens at 9 o'clock in the morning with the park opening. We have a wine shop in there. We have a little food and beverage offering where you can purchase some snacks and some wine. We have 3 stages that go on. One is a beverage stage, so we have our wine seminars, actually beverage seminars, so we do those 3 times a day, and then at 6 o'clock we have a mixology seminar. Next to that is our chef showcase stage, where we actually have our culinary demonstrations go on, and we do those 3 times a day. And then sometimes we do special dinners or lunches, so our Kitchen Memories luncheon is happening there, so Sundays happens there. But it's a full working kitchen with people sitting around that, so you can watch the chef actually prepare. It's like being on one of those Food Network TV sets right there at the festival. And then across from that, we have our Seasons of the Divine Theater. And then in between there's a little chocolate experience going on there. So there's a lot of activity that you spend a couple hours for at the Festival Center, and it's air conditioned.
Yes, that's one of my favorite places to go and get the menu and just kind of sit in there.
Plan your day. You come in at 9 o'clock, spend 2 hours there. By then it's 11 o'clock, and you head over to a little showcase, and you can visit the marketplaces. So you can fill up your whole day from starting there.
And you mentioned something that I think maybe some people didn't know about yet, which is really fun, especially like for the scrapbookers, and that is that passport that you can still get that stamped, correct?
You can still get that stamped. It lists all the menu items for each of the marketplaces and a suggestion of where to go around, and each of the marketplaces has a unique passport stamp. And then when you're done, you can go back to the Festival Center to get the completer stamp.
Oh, so you've got an incentive to do all your steps.
And it's great,
too.
and I guarantee you won't be able to do it one day, so you're going to have to come back, and what's nice is it fits right in your pocket and you can keep it. It's a great little souvenir, and it's included in the park admission.
Oh yes, I still have my last one. And then one more thing for the merchandise, because I know you kind of have themes, like you've got the little chef this year.
Yes.
So is that something that your team comes up with as well each year?
We work very closely with our Imagineer partners. So David Buckley is the art director for the festival. So the festival is not done by one person. It is a host of thousands that work on this. But we have a core team, WDI, our Imagineer, Marianne Hummel, who does the beverages and the celebrity chefs, and Pref Jens for the for the food items. I oversee all of it from a global standpoint. Our merchandise partners, and we all come together and share information, and someone might have discovered something and we run with it over here and there. It's one big large group that makes us festival.
Well, that's great, and you guys do a great job. We're here every year, and I invite everybody else to come out. Festival and starting date?
September 27th, and it goes through November 11th. We're 46 days this year.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.